WXRW River West Radio in Milwaukee. This is Anja Asks Anybody, a Subtle Forces production. So, who's the anybody today? It's Monica Thomas, who is a poet living life poetically. And she's calling in, so I have to call her right now. I'm dialing ringtone. Is she not going to pick up?
You have reached Monica Thomas. Please don't leave a message because I'm actually here.
Oh.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi, Anja.
Hello.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Absolutely.
I pride myself in being sort of like a robot.
Yes. You sound like a wonderful robot that I would like to know.
I might be a scam.
Scam likely.
Mm-hmm.
So a good activity that many people who are writing plays do is when they're trying to figure out who a new character is, they do this activity called What's in Their Pocket. And as I understand it, you are carrying with you a bag, a Crown Royal bag that serves as your own pocket, and you carry with it many items, and I figured we could go through your pocket together.
Yes.
And introduce yourself to our listeners.
I'll share. And I don't usually carry the Crown Royal, but I thought it was too jingly and I might lose things here, so I just put on my lip gloss. I just
What color is it?
love a shiny
Describe
lip.
it.
I don't ever wear this color. I carry it because if I lost it, I wouldn't mind. If this fell out of my pocket, honestly, this could be at River West Radio till Kingdom Come. But this shiny end of it, the clear gloss, is what I'm after.
The clear glass.
I think I'm wearing bright red. You see me more than I see me, but
yes,
I think
you have a bright red.
I'm prone to a bare face, no eye makeup, and red lipstick.
Tell us more about this character that you are.
Okay. Well, on that note of lipstick, lip gloss, let me... oh, look, I have... I also have the bright red. This is why I need a
Bright
bag for the
red
contents of my
lips.
pockets. But this one I'm particularly proud of. It looks just like a Carmex, like mint-flavored Carmex, but you'll never guess what I did.
What's
I put
inside?
my own soap into an empty lip thing, lip balm tube, so I'm never without soap on the go. And it's this wonderful lavender coconut goat milk soap, so I don't have to use that foamy stuff. So that's one of my ways I get through life poetically. This is the magic fob for the magic Buick that gets me to everything I want to do in life. Except when it doesn't. The batteries ran out unexpectedly and I had to call South Milwaukee Police. Eye drops, dry ice, Canada, wildfire smoke. Need I say more? A honey packet. As a diabetic, I always have sugar on the go. So I'm always pocketing packets.
Sweet packets.
I didn't remember putting clothespins in my pocket, but I think it's because my last item on the clothesline, because it might rain today, was as I was leaving out the house. So I just, it was a blanket. I brought the blanket along and I'm like prepared for I don't know what. It looks a little kinky. I've got two
Or
vintage.
stinky. What if
Yeah.
it gets stinky and we
Stinky.
need clothespins?
Not stinky, kinky. Okay, never mind. Next. Oh, I'm middle-aged. I carry a floss pick, but I'm also fun, so it's in the shape of a yellow shark. And that's it. That's my go-to things.
The contents of Monica's bag. Now you have a sense of her character. Industrious, always with soap at hand, but hidden in a chapstick.
Yet on the edge of danger. On Tuesday, I was using one of those floss picks in the car and I broke a tooth with it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Which
I
tooth?
was flossing my teeth and part of my molar just decided to let go. It was an old filling that was not right. I went into the dentist the same day and got a new one. But the last time I chipped a tooth, it was on sugarless chewing gum that had been in a hot summer car. the softest thing I could put in my mouth. I broke a tooth on it. Not a hard candy, not a carrot.
It was going to happen no matter what.
It was time.
That's like a bad dream, losing your teeth.
Yeah. Well, not the whole tooth, just a little bit, but still. I think it's just, the universe tends to balance itself out. And when I get overly spendy, something pulls back and says, no, you're going to need your money for more important things like the tooth that you're going to break.
What were you getting a little too loose with?
Well, with the one that was with the chewing gum, I wanted like a really fancy, like Puerto Rican, like filigree screen door.
Oh.
And, I already have doors on my house, so it didn't have to be that. But I don't have that. It ended up being something that I just let go of, and I got a crown.
Well, now that you've shared it, and I believe yesterday was your birthday, maybe
was.
one of our listeners will get you a Puerto Rican filigreed screen door.
Yeah, so please leave a message for Monica Thomas, and she will reach out to you with the dimensions of her door.
So I know it was your birthday, so I have a birthday present for you, which you can open and describe.
Thank you.
On live air. What does it look like?
It looks like a very crafty craft paper envelope, possibly handmade, very, very stickily stuck together, and beautiful scripty, sort of all caps writing, like beautiful. My name is like glorified.
Monica.
With this black marker, and I love it. Like, I don't want to open it because you did such a good job of putting it together.
Open it.
I'm going to.
I'm
going to try to. I'm kind of devious, so I'm going to open it in a way that looks like I haven't opened it. That's not me. That's not me. She's tearing paper. That's not me. Oh my gosh. It's a beautiful. Oh, I know what this. Oh, I see it. I think Anja caught wind that I am newly re-obsessed with the art of throwing a bowling ball. And here's me and fancy fans with a bowling ball. And how did you know my ball was blue? I have a ball that looks like the earth. I don't know. I just wanted it to be like I was Atlas, even though it's only 8 pounds. And it says, "Happy birthday, Monica. Gutter ball or strike. Your stories have me pinned in fascination. Heart, Anja, thank you." And on the back, it's kind of mirrored in an outline of orange, which maybe that's my aura. Maybe.
Maybe.
I believe so. And typed poetry, which, I've stopped
Or is it typed poetry? What does it say?
Good for up to 4 games and shoe rental with Anja at Alley of your choice. Wonderful. And 3 games and shoe rental with Anja. And a trip to Woodman's. Well, can we bowl in Woodman's? It's big enough. I don't think they'll know. And a showcase of Anja dancing to whatever oldies they are playing over loudspeak at both Alley and Woodman's. I love you.
They
and I
always
love
have oldies at both
expires
places.
Never, because we are the vampire type. We are going to be doing this like when it's just us and the cockroaches, I tell you. Good for 3 games and a beer or 2, but this time you get your own shoes. I have my own shoes. We were talking about this before we started. Because by now you should own a pair anyway. I have 2 pair. I shop thrift. I do. Mine are a beautiful teal, like my finger. Let me see your fingernails. They are, oh my goodness. Teal and blue. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who get away with bowling at Woodman's.
What aisle?
It's a choice we're making.
What aisle do you think we could get away with bowling in Woodman's?
Well, definitely the international aisle.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that one's usually pretty crowded. I would have thought like the paper plates.
I think they pay the least attention to the international aisle. That's like the other people's food. And I'm saying this as a suburban person of mixed descent, mixed race.
What aisle do you think they pay the most attention to?
That's a good question. I don't know. Probably the back of the store with all the discount meat that they're trying to give away, no returns. Or sell. I shouldn't say give away.
Please take
this coupon
meat.
is good for nothing but to tell you look really nice today. Oh, thank you. Monica, and you are such a good friend. I'm lucky to know you, truly. Love, Anja. Your gap teeth are so freaking cute. Thank you so much. Reuse as needed. This one's going on the wall. Or maybe on the mirror. I high five, like do the Mel Robbins. Okay, good for 4 games of bowling and a basket of fried cheese curds that I won't touch at all. Maybe we can find some. We could just eat the cheese. I'm eating healthier these days. We could just get the cheese, right? You eat cheese?
Yeah.
All right, we'll just eat the cheese. But I'll just make you happily watch me eat them anyways. Wipe your fingers well after. I carry my own soap. Especially if we are using the same bowling ball. Well, you're going to have your own maybe teal bowling ball by then.
Yeah.
But this one is only good until before your birthday next year.
Exactly. So
okay.
I understand you turned 51 yesterday.
I did.
How did you celebrate your birthday?
Never thought I would be this old.
You never thought you'd be this old?
You know what? Turning 40 felt like I was going to be old and miserable, and turning 50 felt like old and free. So this past year, I felt like, oh, I've got new license to just be my crazy self. Like, I am so like proud of me. Speaking of high-fiving the mirror, proud of me for just like, letting go and letting things be and being me, and it just feels wonderful. At 51, like. I'm not so fond of the odd numbers in general, but that's just a me thing too. So I'm going to accept it. But I feel like, wow, if I made it to 51, I've accomplished things, even just by still being here. And there's all kinds of mixed emotions about it, because there are people who I thought would outlive me by far who aren't with us anymore, and people who I lost who, that's just life. Death is a part of life, and moving on. But I just feel like I'm just getting away with it and enjoying it. Like, hee hee hee, I am free.
Yeah.
And I can be. And there's a whole, are we starting a league?
Oh, I just included that in case you wanted to. Because I've been really into bowling lately. I don't know what happened. A month ago, I went to the bowling alley for a nephew's birthday party. Mm-hmm. And something about it just really... I've always enjoyed bowling, but I've never done that much of it. But I bowled so terribly that day, but I had so much fun doing it that I became possessed with the desire to become an all right bowler. Exactly. And I have religiously gone every week for the past 8 weeks.
Wow.
And I have made sure to be there no matter what. Otherwise, and it's kind of become like an OCD ritual, whereas if I don't go there, something bad will happen.
Are you going to Classic Lanes?
I went to Classic Lanes yesterday. That's in Oak Creek.
I know.
But I've been to Falcon Bowl. I've been to Bayview Bowl. I've been to Landmark Lanes. I've been to the one in Oak Creek. And I'm just going on a tour of bowling alleys everywhere.
Well, I tell you what, we actually were going to do a family 4-pack Wednesday night bowling party on my birthday yesterday, but and I won't mention where, because we'll have paparazzi if I do. But they were closed for maintenance, so we're probably going to go in the next week or two if you want to join us.
Yes, please include me on bowling. And I'd like to put that out to our listeners, too. Please include me if you need someone to go bowling with. You don't have to go bowling alone. I will go bowling with you.
Can I ask, without it, I know I don't want to sound like too snarky about it, but what is a mixed handicap league?
I don't know. I just grabbed the piece of paper.
Their piece of paper says a new fall bowling season, Wednesday, 7:15, 4-person mixed handicap. Now, I will say, in good-hearted self-deprecation, I'm a person of mixed handicaps. So I definitely, and I'll say, one of the reasons I'm so glad that I found out I can bowl again is because I've had 3-foot surgeries, a carpal tunnel surgery, and probably 7 rounds of PT for joint things everywhere, and just found out last week I can bowl after all that. So I'm like, that's a new plateau for me. I'm not a plateau. That's a new peak
Yeah.
that I am so grateful to have rediscovered, that I can have that joy and just be active and have fun and
That's
be.
inspiring.
It's the joy of being a very bad bowler.
Yes. Well, so that's what I was going to say is like the mixed handicap is I'm an able-bodied person, but if I have a handicap, it's just that I'm not good at bowling at all.
I think that's what it is. It's like if you know you've never broken 100,
I've never
except
broken
on
100.
a fluke.
I
Can't break 100 on Wii bowling, much
my
less
highest
with a real
score
ball.
in this whole time of bowling from the past 8 weeks or whatever is 89.
I've lucked out before and got like gobble gobble turkey.
Wow.
Maybe twice in a lifetime so far, and probably like in the 90s, the 1990s. Not
so
the
turkey
bowling
is like when
score
you knock all
three
the,
strikes in a row.
yeah, when you knock down all the pins 3 times in
when
a row.
you find your
Wow.
strike zone and the lane is just right, and like woo, it's like Atari bowling. Like you just know where to leave it.
Yeah.
So yeah, actually it wasn't official because I wasn't in a league, but I have bowled a 300.
Wow.
I found my strike zone and just kept it going. I was all alone, but it was probably one of those like it counts as a strike if you had the stripe in a certain position and you knocked down at least one. But anyways, the score on the board was a 300.
I had no idea you were
This
so
was-
good at
This
bowling.
was in Salt Lake City where, okay, there was this lady who worked there. I think her name was Jolene. Like Jolene.
Yeah.
Jolene. She had like those fingernails she never cut. So they were long, coily, like macabre, like
Wow.
tentacle-looking keratin.
She never went bowling.
She had a custom drilled ball
What?
for the coils of her nails. It was amazing, and that's why I have my own bowling ball, because I thought if they can drill for her, they can drill for me.
That's disgusting.
with my little stubby little clay hands.
She had
Yeah.
the
The
dirty
coily.
coil.
Well, the clean,
she
like
kept them clean?
championship. Like she entered
Really?
contest for like the world's biggest, longest, whatever.
No.
Yeah, there are contests for that, for toenails too. But I didn't want to see her feet. I don't know if she did that. But I know people have, because now we have the internet and you can see all that. But she had nails that she hadn't cut in like 20 years.
Wow.
And once in a while one would break. Like the one that was broken was maybe only like, I don't even know. Like maybe that one was 1 foot long if you could like measure it, and the rest were like, 2 or 3. Like they were, they're kind of neat. Kind of neat, but not for me.
Wow.
Good for her, and
Yeah.
however she managed to pay for all that manicuring.
Wow.
But back to me
Yes.
and my gifts, which I have
You have
for
a
you.
gift for me.
I do.
Oh, I think
I've been waiting to get that to you.
So this is in a Woodman's bag. Again, Woodman's makes an appearance. I don't know if our listeners know, but Woodman's is a store where you can buy everything you could ever want for eating. And through this plastic Woodman's bag, I see a beautiful vintage hat with a daisy lining, and it cost only $3.60 at Value Village.
No, you know me. What did it really cost?
Free? It was
What
free?
did it cost? It was half that.
Well, yeah, you went on half off day.
I went on
Yeah.
half off hat, and I left it mini pearl style.
What
So
year
you-
do you think this hat is from, if you were to
Doesn't
guess?
that look like maybe a 30s or 40s little
Oh.
going out?
I was thinking
It's
1962.
Maybe later. I don't know.
Because this
but
is
it's-
kind of plastic. There's a lot of plastic.
Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely vintage though.
Yeah, oh, yes.
And it was in there with, ski masks and, Packers hats. I guess I always look in case there's an Albert the Alley Cat that I can snag, but there never is. And
Yeah.
that's an Anja hat.
Thank you.
Unless it isn't, feel
No,
free
it
to pass it
is.
along.
Yeah.
Or like you, like donate it somewhere and buy it back in a few years when you see it again.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
done that before.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know the name of that kind of thing. It's got sort of a headband Dorito thing that you just wrap on somehow. Maybe it takes 1,000,000 bobby pins. Good luck.
yeah, I'll figure it out. So Do you have a poem for us?
I brought a lot of words. I'd actually like to share, rather than a finished poem, to give you an insight into what I kind of how I live. Like I keep this list on my phone of poem notes, and maybe they'll go somewhere into a poem that will be more like what someone would expect you to show up with, and maybe they're just like things that made me happy in the moment that I want to not forget. As one of my mentors in poetry, Professor Kim Blazer at UWM said, poetry is attention. And I love that's the license to pay attention to life in the smaller or the bigger moments, and especially the smaller ones that some people might overlook. So that said, and that sounded like really cheery, the first thing on my poem note says, I'm a baby in a hot car. There's a metaphor. Maybe I wasn't having a good day. I felt left behind. Running through a flowery meadow in summertime with no EpiPen. Those careless days. Pray within court limit. No, my green spinning top has not been painted, and it's made of wood. And then this, I don't know where this came from, but it's kind of like how in the early days of Facebook, where our name appeared, we thought that was like the subject of the rest of the status. Like Monica Thomas ate food. You would just put
right.
ate food, as if it's a sentence there. Monica Thomas doesn't like green rotting wood. You know, you just kind
Monica
of add
Thomas
the rest.
Doesn't like green rotting wood.
Mm-hmm. So this one just says, loves that her mittened cat, who is sitting on her lap, is cleaning himself with his foot straight up in the air. He looks like a rack of lamb. This is from a store. This was weird. This was one of those stores where they just get a lot of like Amazon rejects. There was a note on something that said, deep fun with giant man. And maybe I should have bought it.
Deep fun with giant man.
And someone probably said this. Susan Fearer always said, collect the electric language. Maybe this is where this is coming from. I just wrote down, you are a verb. The bleat of ravenous dive-bombing seagulls. Jupiter is very close to the moon tonight. A basement full of someday. Your neck or chest, $99. We have become a nation that has lost its collective mind, where it's always winter but never Christmas. Black cats and red moons are omens. I count my years, I totem up. My hometown, keeping it together. Speaking of my hometown, you mentioned Oak Creek. And I want to shout out to all the improvement that I've seen in diversity, inclusion, and togetherness. As a person of color in the suburbs, I never thought that I would see a day where these issues would be attacked head on, but gracious good vibes to Mayor Dan and Mayor Steve, who brought us now 13 years beyond the shooting at the Sikh temple, which that was August 5th, the day before my birthday, the day before yesterday. And just the unity and the understanding that I'm not a Milwaukeean. I'm a suburbanite, and even to be up here on Milwaukee radio, I feel like, a little bit of an outsider, and thank you for having me, River West. But as I see togetherness kind of grow in the outskirts, I have a real hope for humanity. And there's always the bad things too, but we're dealing with it better, I think. So
That's really
thank
good
you,
to hear.
everybody.
Yeah.
Just ignore the people bowling in the international aisle of the really big supermarkets.
Yes.
There's IKEA too. Maybe we could bowl there.
It seems like a large enough space to accommodate.
Mm.
So we're going to be ending the show very shortly, but do you have a creative assignment for our listeners?
Oh, a creative assignment. Maybe start a list of your own. I use Google Keep. You can use paper. You can write on a receipt. You can, if you write it down, there's something about the mechanical process, the tactile process, where I believe your longhand writing is a beautiful way to confront your thoughts in a tangible form. And I usually have my phone, so I've kind of adapted to that. But carry a pen,
And what
jot
should people
down
be listing?
paper. Look for that electric language. Dip into conversation. No, not dip in, but like listen in, and recall those moments that make you go like, oh, what a world.
Yeah.
For better or for worse, it could be, it could be what some might call an ugly scene, but like, take pictures, take those pictures in your mind. And those moments, I don't know if this happens for everyone, but those moments that you're going to dream about,
Yeah.
just like when you try to remember a dream when you first wake up, if you write that down and you revisit it later, you'll be amused with yourself.
Yeah.
But why did I write something down about a fire hydrant? Just like the beauty. How did I saw the beauty in something that I didn't think, many would find the beauty in, and I want to commemorate that, through my process.
Poetic life.
And honestly, then if you're ever challenged to find a source of, creative material that you're going to expand, go back to that. It's better than having a blank piece of paper and not knowing what to write about.
Is there anything coming up that our listeners should know about for you?
I made a film last year. It's in post-production. It's called For the Time Being, with the wonderful Cara Mulrooney and Tate Bunker. And I hope that next year it'll be at Milwaukee Film Festival and other film festivals around the world. So watch for that. I also acted in it. I co-wrote and I acted in it. And
What's
I'm very
it called
proud.
again?
For the Time Being.
For
So
the Time Being.
watch for my big movie premiere, please.
Yes.
And keep making art and keep making happy. And thanks for listening. You may now end this call.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Monica Thomas, poet, person, human with a life, for joining us today. Monica and I have been friends for many years, but next week I'm going to go back to interviewing someone I've never met at all on Anja Asks Anybody. Thank you for listening. And yeah, here we go. Goodbye.